Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be spectating the highest Angela I could find. I believe this is rank 1. I think that but they also play like a ton of other characters, so anyway, this is Mass QQQ. I have no idea if they have their own YouTube channel, so check it out. Search for yourself. But I found this on the leaderboards. Let's check it out. I want to see what the high rank Angela gameplay looks like. They did the first 30 seconds of this game as Strange. The second they died, they switched to Angela. So, let's go see what it looks like. Okay, yeah. Oh, you're dead. Oh, you're dead. Yeah, that's tough. It's weird though. I mean, I'm not gonna draw too much from that because like it was the end of a fight. Also, they just pushed them off the point and got the point anyway, even though they died. So, not even bad. Oh, they start with shift out of spawn, but not all of it. Interesting. They only use half of the bar. Interesting. I wonder if that will continue. Look how fast that was. I'm already noticing that engagement was like half a second. Look at this. Ready? Ready? Pop. Gone. Pop shield gone. Like, that's how careful you have to be as Angela. She's so fragile. Ooh. Really? Really? Oh, Lord. That is not what I was expecting to happen. Like, if I'm Angela here, especially after what we just saw where you're trying to minimize, I'm trying to, like, be sneaky. But, I mean, they're not taking any damage, so, like, who cares? And they just drop down. They immediately use their E. And then they pop right out again. Now, hold on. How did they do that? It's like they buffered the shield on their ascent. Okay, this is something that is insanely hard to do as Angela. With your shift, right? Normally what I would do is I would come in like this, and then I would start shift like here, and then pick them up. And you're on this like horizontal flight path. Look at what this Angela does. They don't do that. They come in from straight down. Like literally on top of them. That is such a hard mouse movement. To be like consistent at that is insane. I want to go try that in the practice range and like practice coming down from directly on top. Cause that seems better, like, cause if you're, let's see, who did they pick up and do that to? I want to see what it looked like from their point of view. Strange. All right, let's switch to the Strange and see what they saw. Okay, they see Angela. Okay, they're kind of peeling off the magic. And then, bro, that's all you see? Like, from directly on their head is crazy. Because how I was talking about it, you would see right here, you would see Angela fly in. And you would hear it. But it's so different coming from above. I wonder if they'll do that more. That's crazy. Okay, the obvious things. If you're here, you probably already know. I say this all the time. With Angela, make sure you know the combos. You know, you do quick melee into your left click. You just double the damage. You know, so they're doing all that stuff. Again, they come down from on top. From directly on top. That's so wild. Okay, you know what? I have to try this. I have to see if it's like insanely difficult. I feel like it's insanely difficult. So we're at 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's just jump over to the practice range real quick and like let me just try coming down on top of somebody. Because I've never even thought that was a possibility. Like what? So like normally I would say I would come from here and you pick them up and take them that way. But they're just like straight up like... Oh dude, that's wild. Okay, can I do it to a moving target? I'm like above this guy, right? No, see, even there, I still came in from the side. How did they do that? Where's the bot? I want to try it one more time. This is... Now I'm intrigued. Okay, so we're up here. We'll come down directly on top. Yeah, that's nuts, dude. That is wild. Now I'm gonna have to practice that. Okay, let's go back and watch. Holy... Oh, on top is crazy. Okay. Should still be here. Okay, what were we? 4 minutes? Right, we're about here. And this one. Alright, here we are. They just killed the Strange. Now they're peeling the Daredevil. Alright, now let's look at positioning. Where are they gonna start?
They hit a checkpoint.
On this map.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
Okay, they are really far out here. What? Why are they out here? What is that? Why did they just do that? They didn't need ult charge or anything. They had full ult. They just flew all the way out and like poked the wolf? What? Just prove that they could? I wonder if that just like tells the other team like that's where they're being pushed from. Okay, something I want to touch on that like is really important that they do is the second they know they're gonna shift and they second they know that they're not kidnapping anybody, they're not gonna spear anybody, they just stop. Like, okay, Iron Fist got away, that's fine. And so they still have like half of this bar and they can engage way faster. Oh. Bro, they boogied. Good ult. Made them use it. Look, they don't even care. Alright. There's two things we can learn. Alright. So they're trying to get this kill. They even use E, but the second he ults, it's like, nope. And not only do they use E, they immediately use shift to get out. And just say, I don't want anything to do with that. And then they come back at it from a spot where they can get health. And then they see, okay, here's probably a good spot to ult. They get 4 people. And they do the thing. But they see that Luna ulted. And so they're like, alright, that's fine. I don't even care. I don't need to get kills. I'll just boogie out. They're getting stuck here. Okay, now they're flying around, but they know their team... What is this? They know their team lost 3. What is happening? Oh, this is... What is this? They're just like hanging out in the back line. No way they get a kill here by doing that. What? They're just causing chaos. They're causing so much chaos. Oh, 15 health! Wow, the map knowledge of knowing that not only is there a health pack down there in general, but also there's a health pack that nobody else can see, so you get cover. Oh my Lanta. Look how many people that they have. I point this out in every Angela VOD that I see. Let's just do a counting exercise. 1, 2, 3. Where they have, it's 3 on 1 over here. And 1, 2, 3 on 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be more. Is their team dead or something? Probably. But still, that's 3 on 4. If anything, it's 4 on 1 almost. Like, and they haven't even, they didn't get a kill, they didn't do anything, except for just run around and fly, and they still made it out. That's so wild. And then they just swoop right back in when they see somebody's actually down. Now they're up 3. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. Something to note. Whenever they're in danger, they don't hesitate. They use shift to get out. I gotta start doing that more often. I feel like I never do that. Okay, it looks like the fight's like almost over. I just realized the other team doesn't have a tank. They don't have a tank. Oh, goes to block the Ultron ult. Dang. Okay. That's so wild. Let's look at how hard it is to shoot this character. Let's just watch this from like a different perspective. Let's watch it from just over here and watch. Where is she? Okay, she's on point right now. Okay, now she's up here flying around. She's always up and down. Always. So they're alternating between space and control while still moving forward and down and left and right. Let's go. I want to go farther back. I want to see like this whole fight. Okay, where is she? Where is Angela? Over here. Alright. Here we go. Up, down, up, down. Flips in, up, down. They're just like constantly doing that movement. That's something I see a lot with Iron Mans. Like really good Iron Mans when they're right clicking or when they're doing anything. They're just alternating between space and control. Up and down. And just keeping that movement going. It makes things so difficult. And then I think the other team just straight up resigns. Dang it, I'm really sad that they resigned. I wanted to see her on defense. Yeah, it was a surrender. Alright. Let's go look real quick. Let's see if I can find one really fast of another VOD of somebody high up with Angela. We were watching this person. They have arc, so let's see. We'll probably have to go decently far down. Was this the game? I don't think so. No, this is different. Okay, let's just go to defense. Let's watch defense on here. Hopefully. Okay, they start on defense, different map. Alright, perfect. I want to see this. Alright, so what are they doing here? First of all, I wouldn't position here. So this is close enough to where they were able to get damage right away. Like, for some reason, I'm sitting over here. But I think that's just too far. Like, Angela kind of does need to be closer, especially in this giant open area. And then the next thing you see is she uses her left click. I keep saying her because it's Angela. They use their left click, and so now they're out of charge. And so instead of just standing here, they're actually just flying up against the wall in order to get their charge back. Okay, they go for a pin, it doesn't work. They go for brawl? Okay. So this is, yeah. This is really interesting. I would not go for brawl here, but the way they do it, they like just get some chip damage. I wonder if this is almost to like get ult. Because look how fast. They're like, okay. Oh, maybe, because maybe they help. Maybe they help the Emma. Maybe that's all that was. And look, bro. Okay, let's watch the Emma's health. Emma's in a bad spot here, right? She gets kidnapped. So she has to use diamond form. Look at her health. Do you see the bonus health? She got like 200 bonus health. Like 150, 100 bonus health. Right down here. She would have died because of that. That's crazy. And you can tell they didn't use their E to get a kill. They didn't use it to get damage. All they did was use it for bonus. Bonus health. Bro, that's wild. And then they kill. Oh my gosh. What? I had no idea you could use E like that. It's kind of like using a shield on Hulk. It's like using their bubble. Or like a mag bubble. Except for they have to be doing damage and you have to do it near. Also, when you do it, you have to button mash E. Because you're jumping into a dangerous zone. And if you stay there for any longer, you just die. Wow. Okay, I think there they used it just to get damage or something. Bro, what? Okay, that's more like classic kidnap. Blood in the water. Okay, they realize it's over. Oh, we're gonna see a vertical kidnap. Here comes vertical. Swoop it. Oh, they got a double! Yeah, that's awesome. Just swoop down from straight up on top of them. And then when they pick them up, look how they follow. This is something I love doing, especially as Hulk. But they know that Cloak does this, so look at the circle. You see the circle? You always know that Cloak is in the center of the circle, so she's got to be about right here. And you know the timing. No time to heal. Jumps right down. Such awareness. That's so cool. Dang. Like, something else underrated, like, that I want to just go into more of this vertical kidnap is that it opens up the map so much. Because if you only come in for horizontal kidnaps, that means you have to use cover like this. And in a giant open room, especially like this, being able to stay up here and still have the threat of kidnap, it just opens up so much that you can do. So much so that, like, if I was, like I said at the beginning, if I was playing, I would not play here. I'm not playing this close because I don't have that option. So I am forced back here, which forces my team farther back. That's crazy.
This is real firepower.
Okay, they're just respecting the rocket ult right here. I'm down for another vertical. Ooh, okay. Bucky's still just crazy. Bucky hurts. Make sure you guys are banning Bucky. Okay, they have Thing now. Dude! Oh, I don't know how they're so consistent at it. Kidnap off the map. Yeah. She living. Follows the circle. Goes for ult. Wow. Look at this combo. Look how much damage she does when she zeroes in on this. Let's just watch it from this perspective. 230 down to 100. Dead. That's crazy. So what was the sequence of events? It was kidnap, follow, and then spear, ult. Oh, so okay. I did not know. So you can cancel the left click long animation. We know you can cancel it with shift, and you can do it with shield. I did not know you could also do it with ult. That is so good to know. So just one more combo. That's wild.
I am glad to have helped.
There's so much depth to this game and this character. That's so awesome.
Here they come.
You stopped them in their tracks.
Okay, now they're being real vertical about it. And just biding their time. They're really waiting. No way! Wow! From that far away? Also, the perfect timing? From right here? And then they use the, okay. So where do they start? They kind of start shift from far away and still somehow manage to get it. But something that I talk about in my like ability breakdown is her left click when it's fully charged. It'll say, let's see if F1 even works in this. No, it doesn't. It'll say that it has a knock-up effect, and that's slightly not accurate because it also puts people in a state where they can't use movement abilities for a couple seconds. And so if you pick somebody up right here, she's not on, she's probably lives, but then after the left click, it just pops her just enough that like it's so important that you get that last left click after you knock somebody off. You know, we're brawling a little bit. Oh, we're gonna get out? Yeah. I think Daredevil chased. Just straight up like ignoring thing. Okay. Here's another instructive moment. She actually just frontlined. She just went in with she knows that, let's see. She knows that Daredevil followed her. So they're down one. She knows Emma's in diamond form. And so like the momentum has shifted. And so immediately she stops going for the top-down like assassin playstyle and switches to frontline to really just push them back. And she doesn't push too far. She respects that thing has his shift and that rocket ults. And now she's back to picking somebody off. And there's the left click after. You always got to do the left click after. Bucky still survives because that character's broken, but that's alright. Still, he's out of position. They know it. Bro, this is crazy. So they know Bucky's out of position. They push him further. And then instead of continuing to try to get the kill, they just go pick up the health pack first. They don't even get the kill because Rocket can still ult. But like, just the play is crazy. Now we're just in a brawl. So they stayed in axe form really long there, and it's got to be because they weren't taking any damage. So it's like, might as well. Like they know he's not really getting healed very much, and they're not taking any damage. So why not just finish the kill? Now we can move on. But the second either one of those factors changes, they're out of E instantly. So if their health starts going down, or the Bucky's health like isn't going down, it's going up, then it's you know to disengage as Angela. Oh, the first time they missed that, the vertical kidnap. Wild. Okay, now they're going back up top.
Keep fighting
Almost had it. That's really tough. Rocket's like one of the hardest characters in the game to kidnap. Oh, they didn't left click. They missed it. There it is again. Every time they ult, they left click first and then use the ult as an animation cancel. You just get that much more damage. And it's so fast. It actually gets the Bucky. Okay, they're not taking any damage. Okay, yeah, they weren't taking any damage, so they stay in X form. They start taking damage, they leave X form. And damage, get out. And they actually stayed a second longer just to get the rocket amplifier. Okay, why did they disengage and then choose to re-engage here? Okay, so they disengage here, they get the rocket amplifier, get out, and then they're like, okay, I'm gonna disengage. Is it because of our rocket ult, perhaps? So they're like, alright, I can use that, I can get some health, I can pick somebody up in. Okay, now they're trying to brawl, and look at their positioning. They use the payload in order to save some health. And then the second they start taking damage, they know they're out. They're still trying to stay low to the payload. And they're still holding on. Just enough to portal. Go through the portal to heal. Come back out. Ooh, dang. That's wild.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
No rest from the eternal struggle.
Alright, let's see second point. What do they do second point?
It seems we have company.
I find it, this point's really hard for me. Okay. Know your map. And secures a kill. That's so crazy! All you gotta know is your map and like use the tiniest advantage. Also, something that I just realized, I don't think, yeah, they didn't quick melee here. So if you're going to break a breakable wall, the fastest way I think is just left click. I don't think the quick melee helps. And then they just one real quick and boom, Emma's dead. So sick. So good. So somebody came in and said that the quick melee interrupts the flight passive, and quick melee doesn't do a lot for environmental destructibles, so that makes sense. Now here they're using E a bit differently. They're making sure to hold their position with they're holding the cart, which I thought was interesting, and they know they can do that because there's not too many people here. The second thing starts running towards them, they have to get out. They have to respect that. I thought that was interesting. Got to be careful here, using shield to not get knocked down as much as possible. And then the second that they can't, it's like, okay, we shift to get out and then fly back through the hole they created earlier, which is just insane. I was wondering like why they didn't break the whole thing. I was like, oh, don't need to. Just fly right back through the same hole. They use shift again to get out. So nuts. Here they go for the cloak. They do the combo. They do the left click ult combo. No way they get this kill, right? Yeah, they're dead. Yeah. They go for it. Doesn't always work.
They hit a checkpoint.
It happens.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
You will not be rid of me so easily.
Alright. I think we're still fine. Now I'm like paranoid because my mic is cutting out. I need to buy a new XLR cable. Okay, they go in, get a little bit of damage, use shift to get out. The second they're safe, they stop using shift. And they're just like avoiding Thing. Because they know like Thing can mess you up. They pick up the Bucky, they drop him to the team, Bucky probably dies, and then they get out. So here I wanted to point out something that is like so crucial with Angela, and it's where you aim to kidnap people. And there's like two parts of it. There's if you successfully get them and if you miss. And it should align together. So with the Bucky, they know, okay, if I miss, I'm just going to keep going and be safe with my team. And if I get them, I'm going to keep going. And the Bucky will be in my team, and my team will be able to kill them because they're out of position. And you'll see here, they do something very similar, but kind of in the opposite manner. They take the Rocket and they try to get him out away from his team so they can get a solo kill. And if not, they're still not within their whole team, so they should be fine if they get grabbed or something, which they do, but since they're not in their whole team, they have some cover to hide behind, so they're fine. And then they go again for Rocket, pull him around the corner, they miss, so they just reconsider, go back. And now that their team is ulted, now that the Luna is here, now they can push them into their team. And they regrouped in order to like get some extra bonus damage, help their team a little with the bonus health. They get out. This part's kind of crazy with the Daredevil. Daredevil is like really overtuned right now. He's terrifying. And so they take this fight knowing, okay, they have help. I'm just going to get out. I go get a health pack. I'm probably not going to get a kill. And now Daredevil right here realizes, okay, I'm not going to kill this Angela. So instead of the Angela just being like, alright, we couldn't kill each other, let me go like pick somebody else. No. They're like, oh, Daredevil's not looking at me anymore? Let me get one less bit of chip damage and then just boogie. Which I think is hilarious. And it's actually like so important because that's like a little bit of extra damage that Rocket has to turn around to heal. And that's a little bit of ult charge that Angela gets to use. Okay, they're looking to get the cloak. This is really hard to kill a cloak by doing that, but I think it's worth trying every time. But they use E prematurely, and they almost die here because their Thing hones in on it. Luckily, their supports came to help, and they kind of just got lucky. Here they go for left-click ult. Crazy that they still got it. Like, the way they aimed is so crazy. Ooh, unfortunate timing. So sad. They're being... So, here's something that I feel like a lot of people would do. Is they would just, like, plop down with E in this scenario and just start brawling. It's like it's the end of the fight. You know, like with your E, you gain people some bonus health with your team. You're like doing damage, you're in there. That's not what they do. Instead, they fly around and they just contest point for a while. And then they do it when they actually have to or when there's a chance to get a kill. I think they see this health bar go down. Let's watch the health bars. It's like, okay, not doing it. They see health bar go down, they do it. Okay, use the point. And then they use shift to try to get close to the Rocket. So wild. But that's gonna do it. We already watched Angela on attack. Like, this character is crazy. So that was the number 1 Angela. And the highest Angela I could find. MASQQQ. So go check them out. I think they play support and all these other characters. They're just insanely good. So yeah, I hope this helps your gameplay. I'm sorry for the mic cut out. I'll have to edit that. But anyway, take care. God bless. I'll catch you next time. Bye.